Hi guys, it's Erin. Today I thought it'd be a good day to show you guys around the field. Every couple of weeks I try to do this, just give you a look at what's blooming and what's done for the season. It's right now it's the end of July, last day of July, and in a couple of weeks we'll do a full garden tour. But right now I just want to show you how everything is looking right now in the field. So as you can see, we'll start with the first row. This is the row that we direct sowed some zinnias and cosmos. Zinnias, these guys are looking pretty good. There's a few of them in here, not very many, but nothing else really came up. So the other day we filled in the rest of this row with flowering kale, and it's settling in and starting to put on some growth. So that's a good sign. This second row here, you can see we still have some Dara up there. We did get some rain yesterday, so everything's a little bit flattened, but not too bad. But this is the Amy. I have a wedding next week that I plan to cut every last bit of this for. And same with the celosia. These are so gorgeous. These are all the new floret varieties. They didn't have the best germination for me, but the colors are gorgeous, so I'll take it. This next row is really cool. Here, I'm going to start at the other end actually, so you can see some of these flowers down here. At this end we have Gomphrena, the globe amaranth, and these are actually starting to be ready to cut. I love that carmine color. It's so good. It's so bright. It's hard to capture really how bright it is. And then these orange ones. There's a few little white ones, like pale pink, that didn't do so well for me. But then we have all of our status. This gorgeous one, I think, is called Forever Happy. All these pinks and purples. And then the rat tail status, that stuff is done. It doesn't reproduce stems quite the same as the rest of these. That I was kind of surprised by that. I only have a few that I got to save for drawing, and the rest of them just kind of went over. But we have all the rest of these kind of status that are gorgeous. I'm gonna go around to the other side of the row so you can see them better. All right. So these guys, we have all these purples and peaches and soft lavender. If I can get it to focus, there you go. A lot of these are gonna go into the bouquets for the wedding. This row is done. This was all the forget-me-nots, and we had some cress in there, and then the sunflowers in the back, but it's all done, every bit of it. So it's all gonna come out in the next week. We still have all of our volunteer feverfew and all the straw flowers all the way down. I just love these so much. They're so easy to grow, so easy to care for, and obviously they dry wonderfully. This row is great. It has all of our really pretty bee balm. This one, I love this darker sort of almost purpley, like a plummy purple, and then this one is a really soft lavendery purple. I love them both, don't get me wrong. I think I like that one a little better, so I need to find those seed again. And then down here, further down, is what's left of the Bouquet-ready, which is beautiful. I think in the next week I'll have a video to put out on how to save the seed from this, because it puts out a lot of seed and it's super easy. And then we also have all of our basil. This is the lemon basil, which is the absolute best, and then the purple is the Thai basil. The rest of this row is a bunch more Bouquet-ready, and then we have these really cool looking asters. Man, I can't wait to use these. Oh, this weekend, it's gonna be good. And we have the rest of this is a volunteer Cosmo, and the rest of the Lavaterra. Every bit of this is getting cut this weekend for either the market or the wedding. This one's gonna go for the wedding. So these will be done. This whole row will be done. We're starting to run out of our summer flowers quickly, but that's okay. It happens every year. More opportunity for planning for next year. And then look at this, the black-eyed Susans. They have come in to their own. They're so good. Doesn't that just scream summer? Ah, it's so cool. And then these ones are my favorite. These are the Sahara mix. Look at that. That is picture perfect as far as I'm concerned. And then we have this whole bit of this row until it turns back into more Indian summer. So I did succession sow these. It didn't work as well as I had hoped. I sowed them about a month apart, but they're definitely all pretty much coming on at the same time. Down at the end of this row, this is where the stock was. It's all done. It needs to get cleared out. And then we have our snapdragons. I just need to cut these back and clean them up and let them reflush out as the weather gets cooler in another 3 or 4 weeks. Then all the zinnias in full bloom. It's hard to beat this just field full of flowers. One of the good parts about zinnias is that you have to wait until they're fully ripe to be able to cut them, which means I get to enjoy the color that much longer. I'm never going to complain about getting to enjoy the flowers that I grow. Look at these guys. Oh, I'm such a fan. All right, down here, the dahlias have started blooming. I've been waiting for this for so many months. Look at this guy. This one is Labyrinth. This is Chickadee. Isn't that cool? The multicolor. No two of these flowers will be the same. This is I just call it a pink water lily because I don't have a name for it. It's gorgeous though. Look at these dark ones. I'm so excited. It's dahlia season. I'm gonna have to start coming out here every couple of days. Look at all of these golden ones. I also don't have a name for these. Oh, they're so good though. Oh, look at this. I'm really excited for dahlias this season. They're so beautiful. Look at that guy. Oh, they're so good. Some of these are varieties that I grew from seed, not this one. This one is Marn. One of my absolute favorites. It's that soft orangey color. And down here, I need to deadhead these guys. But these are its baby cousins. Same flower. That peachy color is just hard to resist. This one, I believe, is Ivanetti. Oh, look at that red. Oh, look at these. I gotta pull out all the names so I can see them. It's gotten kind of overgrown on the bottom. And then this is where all the lighter colored ones are growing. Apple blossom. And then this is the one that I grew from seed. It just has a number. It doesn't have a name yet. This is Linda's baby, one of my favorites. And then some white bridezillas. Oh, so good this time of year. It's the best. Okay, now this row, it's like the other one. I just need to cut back all these, I don't know why I haven't done it yet, but cut back all these snapdragons so that they have a chance to rebloom. This row is all of my eucalyptus. These are volunteers. This weed is obviously a volunteer. I need to find some time to just be out here, weed this all out. These are all of our scented geraniums. We planted these together in a video. They were itty bitty little starts that had been kept on since last fall. Look how big these are. This is, 2.5, 3 feet tall. Perfect time for foliage. You always start to run out this time of year. And then a whole bunch of weeds, the rest of this. Oh no, I forgot. We have our chrysanthemums that we planted together. These are looking pretty good, pretty healthy. I need to stake them up because they will not stand up on their own. This row was all done. John was nice enough to cut it out, but this is another succession of sunflowers. I think this is the last one, the last of them that got into the ground. So they'll be blooming in a month and a half. And then we've got all of our amaranth. We're running out of time with these guys. Gonna cut most of them over the next week or so, but we do have the other ones that we direct sowed later in the season that should follow shortly behind, thankfully. I am glad we did that, even though a lot of it didn't really work out. Lesson learned. I'm not going to go with direct sowing, but I will start another batch later on. And then our cosmos that are so big and fluffy. Look at that guy. These are just the best. Oh, I love the cosmos. I got stopped, by at least 20 people walking by the market to ask me about these cupcake blush cosmos. Nobody's seen these before. I had them last year, but they drew the same attention. It will grab people's eye. They will reach out, want to touch it, and just ask what it is. I'm not kidding. Every 10-15 minutes somebody would stop and reach out and touch it and ask me what it was. They're so beautiful. I don't blame them. They're absolutely gorgeous. Cupcakes blush. This row needs to just come out. I'm done waiting for these guys to bloom. These were all the biennials from last year that came up. Some of them bloomed, some of them didn't. These are all the Sweet William, Foxglove. Some of these guys came up and bloomed, but not enough to make it worth it to keep this. These would be Canterbury bells, hopefully. I don't know. I don't think we're going to see any more of those, but if not, by the time we get through this wedding, they're going to come up. These are all the foxgloves. I did actually plant this batch this year, but they blew out before I had a chance to get to them. And then these are all the little Canterbury bells that were so tiny. They were blooming when they were 3 inches tall. And they're still only 8 inches tall. But they're still blooming, miraculously. This row, again, this is amaranth that we direct sowed later in the season. This one is Apple of Peru. It's a really cool filler that has these cute little pods. I just need to get a bit bigger before I can start cutting from it. It's not a filler, it's a foliage plant. Same with this one. And this is just more amaranth, and the red leaf hibiscus are coming. Man, they're so cool. So cool. These will get 4 or 5 feet tall in the next month and have lots and lots of stems for fall bouquets. My raspberries that I still, for some reason, haven't cut from, I think maybe I will this weekend, cut these big long branches off for bouquets. They make great foliage, but I do have a raspberry that I can eat. Not mad about that. We still have some sweet peas, amazingly. These are the Oban Bay. Isn't that blue just so soft, so good? Along with the video for the Corinth, I'm gonna do a video on how to save your sweet pea seeds also. These are so good. Gosh, look at that blackberry stem. I need to do maintenance. These are so pretty. And then we've got these guys are the Molly Realstone. These ones I love just because of it's sort of a smoky pink on the edges of them. Again, I can save seed. This one is perfectly ready to save. And then the last bit of those was, this was the Blue Shift variety of sweet peas. Again, ready to start saving some seed. Some of them I think have actually opened and dropped their seed already. This row is the row that we sowed, the yarrow that we sowed together early this spring or late winter. I can't even remember. Look at these. This is the Colorado mix, this soft sort of pinky peach. I love this. This row is the second row or second sowing of lupin that we did super early in the spring. This is the lupin that we had earlier in the season that the aphids took, which was really unfortunate, but there's a hole there. But it's all cleaned up now, so we're good. I just gotta maintain it. Oh, let's see, look at the echinacea. These are ready. I love these. These are the classic purpurea. I like these ones in particular more for the seed head, I think, than I do the actual flower, because even without the bug eating, they're pretty spindly, the petals. They're not full, so, but they're still gorgeous, and the seed heads are like nothing else, and they go beautifully. They dry really well, and they go lovely in arrangements. And then this is just the herbs. The oregano is gone to seed. The bees go nuts for it, but I'm gonna cut the heck out of it here this weekend. More yarrow. And then this is just the rest of the herbs. The lavender, mint, some sage, some more mint, and oregano. And look, are these not just... There you go. The bees like the echinacea. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I just wanted to give you a quick walkthrough of the fields. We'll probably do some more in-depth videos about some of the different flowers here in the near future, along with seed saving, because so sad as it may be, the end of July, beginning of August is the start of the end of the major push of flowers. We still have a lot to go all the way through August, and most of the way through September we'll have zinnias and dahlias and black-eyed Susans, but some of this stuff will start to peter out, as you can see already. I like the change in the garden. It's refreshing to get something new every few weeks. And then starting to plan for next season. In the near future, I'll also have a video where I go over my seed order for next year. I've already gone over the tulip bulbs and everything that's coming, but those are going to come not too far off from now. So we got to get the beds prepped, got to get ready to plant all of those and the ranunculus, and I need to bring in my amaryllis and get that started. There's so much still to do, even while the entire field is full of flowers. There's a lot to think about for the future, this season and next season. So either way, like I said, I just wanted to give you guys a quick walkthrough of the fields. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to consider it. And then I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.